Time, miniaturized to fit your finger. This anniversary ring watch reimagines what a watch can be. Created to mark 50 years of CASIO watches, it packs a full digital display into something no bigger than a ring. Inside, the module has been scaled down to 1/10 of the usual size. It still delivers all the essentials: hours, minutes, seconds, a calendar, dual time, and a stopwatch, all visible on a 6-digit LCD screen. And at any moment you choose, the ring can emit a soft pulse of light, a quiet nod to the seconds slipping by. The ring is made entirely of metal, shaped using a process that blends fine metal powder and resin, then pressed into a mold. That's how it captures even the smallest details, like the signature dimples on the band. The case, back, and band are molded as one piece. A special adhesive seals the glass tightly, but still lets you change the battery when needed. The ring measures 20 millimeters across the inside and comes with 2 spacers to size it down to 19 or 18 millimeters if needed. With its clean lines and polished finish, it's not just a watch, it's also a statement piece. It arrives in custom packaging made just for this release. But this design also reaches back to CASIO's roots. In 1946, long before calculators and digital watches, CASIO's founders created the Yubiwa pipe, a small ring-shaped tool that helped post-war workers tally numbers. That invention funded the early stages of CASIO's journey. This anniversary ring brings it full circle, combining timekeeping with an echo of the past. It's clever, compact, and quietly bold, honoring history while doing something completely new. It costs $120. Something new is coming, something you don't hold, wear, or carry. It's a smart contact lens that turns your eye into a screen. Packed into this nearly invisible layer are ultra-thin conductors and biosensors, smaller than anything you can see, and microprojectors less than 0.5 millimeter wide that beam images straight onto your retina. The result? A full 52-degree field of view, with no phone, glasses, or headset in sight. Power comes wirelessly from a small device nearby, and the lens runs on just 1 to 3 microwatts, hundreds of times less than most AR gear today. The lens doesn't just display information, it responds to you. You can zoom, see in the dark, run apps, and control it all with your gaze. One version checks eye pressure to help detect early signs of glaucoma. It works with an app that reads subtle changes in the lens and translates them into live data. Another version reads your tear fluid to measure glucose, hormones like cortisol and estradiol, and vitamins, all in real time, with advanced nanoparticles making the readings more sensitive than current tools. To make sure everything works as expected, XPANCEO built its own testing system to measure image quality, sharpness, and visibility in different light conditions. It covers everything that matters visually, and does it faster and cheaper than existing equipment. The company raised $40 million in late 2023 to move from lab to real-world use, with human trials planned between 2026 and 2028. At MWC 2025 in Barcelona, they gave the public a first look at multiple working prototypes, from vision to health tracking to wireless powering. Pricing is still in the works, but expected to be similar to a high-end smartphone. Next one starts with something simple. A tag that shows your photo, a logo, or even a QR code. But it's not just a label, it's a tracker too. This little device uses a full-color e-ink screen that you can update anytime through an app on your phone. Whether you want it to show your contact info, a favorite picture, or a scannable link, it's completely up to you. It connects via Bluetooth and works with both iPhones and Android phones. It also taps into Apple's Find My and Google's Find My device networks, so you can track it almost anywhere, not just within Bluetooth range. That means if you lose your keys at the coffee shop, someone else's phone nearby might help you find them. The battery lasts up to 10 months on a charge or a swap, depending on how often you use the alarm, or change what's on the screen. And yes, there's an alarm. You can make it ring from your phone if your stuff goes missing in the couch cushions. You'll also get alerts if you accidentally walk away from it. It holds up well too. It's rated to keep out dust and take on water sprays, like rain or a splash from a bottle. It clips onto your keys or bag without much fuss. You probably won't think about it until you need it. And when you do, it's there. PhotoTag launched through crowdfunding and picked up over $315,000 in backing. It costs $32. This isn't just a ruler. It's a smart, precision tool that packs a surprising range of functions into a sleek, foldable design. Each of its 2 titanium arms measures 10 centimeters, combining into a full 20 centimeters ruler with both metric and imperial markings. The 30-degree angled surface lines up naturally with your line of sight, making measurements easier on your neck and eyes. When folded, magnets hold it neatly in place. Simple and efficient. One of its standout features is a roller wheel that tracks curves and uneven surfaces. It clicks with every full 10 centimeters rotation, so it's easy to keep track without guessing. There's also a built-in 180-degree angle guide for measuring or drawing precise angles, and a pair of sliding caliper jaws that tuck into the body when not in use. These jaws give you 0.1 millimeters accuracy, perfect for detail work. A titanium magnetic pencil snaps onto the ruler's body, always within reach. It comes with a long-lasting tip that glides across paper, wood, or leather, and there's an extra tip on the back for cutting through tape or cardboard. The cap? It's a whistle, a keychain clip, or just something to make it feel better in your hand. Inside the ruler, a series of tiny notches lets you draw perfect circles based on exact radii. A bubble level is also built in, handy for getting things aligned. One arm includes a bottle opener. The other fits standard 1/4-inch hex bits for quick mechanical tasks. You'll also find slots to add tritium tubes so it glows in the dark, and space for a custom laser engraving, up to 20 characters if you want to personalize it. It comes with a handmade leather case, and you can choose between a sand-blasted finish and a polished one. Unfortunately, it starts at $159. With transfer speeds reaching up to 1,000 megabytes per second over USB 3.2 Gen 2, this SSD handles intense tasks like recording 4K ProRes HDR video and working with high bitrate files smoothly. It's available 1 and 2 terabyte versions, with a choice between a standard touchscreen models or one that also supports Apple's Find My tracking system. The zinc alloy shell keeps things cool during long sessions, helped along by ventilation built into the back. A built-in touchscreen gives instant access to key info, temperature, transfer speed, available space, and drive health, without the need for extra software. It also lets users set and enter an AES-level password directly on the screen. The drive starts unlocked, but once a password is set, it locks up tight. If it's ever lost or stolen, it stays locked, preventing unwanted access. The Find My version connects to Apple's location network, so users can see the drive's position on a map, or use precision finding on an iPhone to track it down. It works out of the box with macOS, Windows, iPadOS, and any USB-C device. There's no setup required for regular file access. This SSD is especially useful for people who need fast, secure storage that travels well. It's capable of recording footage directly from a camera or phone and offloading it right away for editing. The live screen readout keeps everything transparent. No guessing about how much space is left or whether the drive is overheating. It's also designed to keep power use low when connected to mobile gear. The 1 terabyte model is $189. This compact AI PC packs serious hardware into a device small enough to carry in one hand. It runs on the AMD Ryzen AI 9 HX370 processor with AMD Radeon 890M graphics, up to 64 GB of high-speed memory, and a 2TB PCIe Gen 4 SSD. The 8.8-inch display hits 2.5K resolution at a smooth 144 Hz with sharp detail, vibrant color, and reduced flicker. It includes fast ports like USB 4 and USB-C, HDMI 2.1 for 4K/8K output, wired Ethernet, a micro SD card slot, and Wi-Fi 6E. It supports both Ubuntu 24.10 LTS and Windows 11. A 45 watt-hour battery, supports 100-watt fast charging, and power banks work too. It also comes with a full backlit keyboard, mouse buttons, touchpad, 5-megapixel camera, fingerprint unlock, and dual speakers. It's designed for people who need to get real work done wherever they are, whether that's IT maintenance, remote access, or daily tasks on the go. The screen flips and rotates, turning into a tablet when needed, and the hinge system has been tested for long-term use. The layout makes it easy to control with both hands, with buttons and touchpad placed where thumbs naturally land. The display's refresh rate and color accuracy make it great for everything from system monitoring to visual editing. You can even run AI models locally, or work across different operating systems with virtual machines. The cooling system keeps things running smoothly with a copper module and upgraded fan, even under load. Small in size but serious about performance, this device delivers the tools of a full PC in a form that fits your pocket. It is available for $1,233. It fits in a pocket, weighs just 190 grams, and measures 8 by 17 by 1.9 centimeters when closed. But this tripod doesn't trade size for function. Its flat head means there's no need for a ball joint, making vertical shots possible without adding bulk. The three legs each have a unique shape and move independently, adjusting to all kinds of uneven surfaces. Instead of clamps or locks, specially designed joints hold firm and can be fine-tuned with a compact spanner that comes with it. The frame is machined from solid aluminum and ergal, two materials known for strength under pressure, and the anodized finish adds extra surface resistance. Clean lines and smooth curves give it a distinct look, and it comes in 5 color combinations. The idea started with a simple problem: needing a tripod, but never having one that truly fit into everyday gear. After years of finding all the available options too bulky or limiting, a seasoned engineer decided to design something better. He made a quick sketch during a quiet moment over a Sudoku puzzle and shared it with a longtime friend whose family runs a precision machining business. That was the beginning of YOGAPOD. Together, they built and tested several prototypes, sending them out to photographers to try in real-world conditions. Their feedback shaped the final design, from the tripod's proportions to the feel of the joints and the overall handling. A few key improvements were made in the last phase. Rubber side parts are now molded directly into the legs for better endurance. The feet were widened slightly to improve grip and boost vertical height, and a threaded port was added for accessories in development. Prices start at $146. Roll Measure is a titanium rolling ruler with a fully mechanical display that measures up to 100 inches or 100 centimeters. As it rolls across a surface, it tracks the distance in a continuous loop. Once it hits its maximum, it simply resets to 0 and keeps going. The wheel has a rubber lining that grips smoothly on everything from glass to fabric, and the mechanical display, big digits for inches or centimeters, smaller ones for fractions, shows numbers clearly, no batteries needed. Inside, precisely machined metal gears keep everything running with quiet clicks and a satisfying feel as it moves. It's small, accurate, and easy to use whether you're measuring a table, tracing the curve of a lamp, or checking the edge of an oddly shaped object. You can even add or subtract lengths by rolling forward or backward. It's that simple. The shape of the tool helps too. Angled sides let you get into tighter spots, and the rounded top feels good in your hand when you're using it for a while. Titanium gives it a strong, solid feel with a natural warmth to the touch, not icy like other metals. Unlike old tape measures that snap back or wear out, this one just works, smoothly and reliably. The spinning motion of the wheel isn't just functional, it's fun. Watching the numbers change as it rolls gives a little hit of satisfaction every time, even when you're not measuring anything in particular. Visually, it pulls from 1980s industrial design, think the DeLorean, with a brushed metal finish and clean, solid lines. It also comes with a snug leather pouch that makes it easy to carry in a pocket or bag. Prices start at $60. Omi is about the size of a coin, round and unobtrusive, made to sit quietly on your shirt, around your neck, or even on your temple. But this tiny wearable is always listening and always thinking. With a full battery lasting up to 4 days, it records your conversations in the background, whether you're connected to your phone or not. When offline, it saves the audio and syncs it later. It doesn't wait for a wake word. It's just there, ready. Once it hears something important, it gets to work, transcribing in real time, summarizing what was said, turning parts of the conversation into reminders, to-do lists, or calendar events. It can send messages, translate speech as it happens, and link up with tools like Notion, Google Calendar, Drive, and Zapier. The brains behind it? AI models like GPT-40 and others, running through an open marketplace filled with over 250 plugin-style apps. It remembers too. Not everything, but what matters. It learns your patterns, your preferences, your voice. You can even create custom AI personas, versions of real or imagined people who talk with you, help you plan, or offer advice. There's a brain sensing module on the way too, designed to pick up intent just from your thoughts. No speaking required. Everything it hears is encrypted. You can delete anything, anytime. You can also choose whether it listens to everyone or just to you. A small LED lets you know when it's active. The software, hardware, and firmware are open source, so anyone who wants to dig deeper can. It comes with extra covers, a charger, and connects easily to iOS or Android. Setup takes minutes. There's no subscription. Just a one-time price of $89 for something that quietly acts like a second brain. Always paying attention, always ready to help. Made from titanium or aluminum, Loki-Nav combines several field tools into a single object. It includes a foldable, rotatable 12 times magnification loop fixed on a universal joint, a replaceable compass core filled with white oil for stable needle movement, a concealed mirror, and a cap that rotates fully and doubles as a fire-starting wood chip scraper. Designed with a 6mm hole, it can be worn on a chain, clipped to gear, or attached to custom lanyards. It starts with a question. Is it just a compass or something more? Loki-Nav blends practical tools into one piece, created for those who rely on function over flair. In place of excess, it delivers precise direction, visual clarity, and tools for basic survival. The needle remains steady across conditions, backed by materials that don't leach toxins or break down under stress. The compass core can be switched using something as simple as a toothpick, letting users change styles or replace parts in seconds. The 12 times loop reveals fine details or focuses sunlight to light a fire. Adjust its angle, find the focal point, and let it work. No hand-holding, no fiddling, just set it and step back. The rotating cap locks into place to protect the loop and compass, and has a rough surface to shave wood into chips for kindling. The mirror tucked under the cap serves for grooming, signaling, or checking surroundings. What do you think is it worth $64? Made from pure fluorite crystal and layered with up to 98 precision coatings, this mobile lens system brings pro-level optics to your phone. Each lens surface is treated with 14 layers: anti-reflective, scratch-resistant, UV IR blocking, and water repellent to keep every frame sharp and clean. The set includes 7 lenses and 8 cinema filters, giving full creative control over contrast, exposure, and mood. With the 72mm magnetic adapter, filters snap on instantly. The S-mount makes swapping lenses quick and smooth. No screwing, no slowing down. Housed in aerospace aluminum, the lenses are ready for fast-moving, high-pressure shoots. Born from a partnership between ShiftCam's optical engineers and the filmmaking crew at Tusk, this system was made for people who know what it takes to shoot on the go and under pressure. It captures color accurately, keeps edges crisp, and cuts out the distortion that usually haunts mobile footage. Brands like Adidas, Coca-Cola, and Skechers have already used it in real campaigns. It's not just gear. It's been in the field, delivering on set. And when someone like Cassius Reyna, a respected name in mobile cinematography, backs it, it's clear the tool holds up. This isn't trying to replace cinema gear. It's for those moments when you need to move fast and still get the shot. Switching from wide to macro or telephoto to anamorphic takes seconds. You can drop in ND, CPL, or mist filters on the fly and keep rolling, even as the light shifts. Everything here comes from experience. People who've lived the pressure of real shoots. This system gives you the quality and control of a full rig, without the drag. With it, your phone isn't just a camera. It's a serious tool, ready to capture real stories, wherever they happen. It's priced at $1,949. A magnetic lens clicks into place on a Xiaomi 15 smartphone, turning it into a powerful modular camera system that blends professional optics with mobile computing. The lens features a fixed 35mm focal length and a bright f1.4 aperture, adjustable down to f11. Inside is a 100-megapixel light fusion X type micro four thirds sensor, which condenses images to 25 megapixel for sharper, cleaner results. Unlike standard phone sensors, this one offers greater depth, dynamic range, and better performance in dim settings. The connection is handled by Xiaomi's proprietary LaserLink, a high-speed, near-infrared optical channel that moves data at up to 10 gigabytes. 2 pogo pins draw power from the phone, eliminating the need for an internal battery in the lens unit. Autofocus is built in and responds to touchscreen input, while a manual focus ring allows physical adjustment. Everything functions inside Xiaomi's standard camera app, including full RAW capture and manual controls. The lens attaches magnetically and switches seamlessly between the phone's built-in camera and the external module through the app. This setup reduces lag and maintains responsiveness, even when shooting in Pro mode. All images are stored directly on the phone, and the module operates without additional apps or hardware. The price is $70. It's small, simple, and surprisingly effective. At just 12 grams and a little over 5 centimeters long, this zipper lock doesn't look like much, but it does a solid job. Made from tough plastic and aluminum, it holds tight under stress and has been tested to withstand up to 11 kilos of pulling force. It fits most standard zipper pull tabs up to 1.6 centimeters, which covers everything from backpacks to jackets to handbags. There are no keys, codes, or apps. Just snap it shut around 2 zipper pulls and they're locked together. When you need to open it, unclip it by hand. That's it. It comes in several colors and in sets of 2, 4, or 8. It was designed to stop the little things that go wrong when no one's paying attention, like someone quietly opening your backpack in a crowd, or a toddler pulling open a bag they shouldn't. You zip the bag, clip the lock, and you're done. It's fast, doesn't stand out, and gives a small sense of control in places where that's often missing. People use it in airports, on subways, at festivals, anywhere bags are at risk of being opened without permission. Parents use it to block access to items like medication or electronics. Others just like knowing their stuff is a little less exposed when they're out and about. It doesn't pretend to stop serious theft. What it does do is slow things down, just enough to make someone move on or lose interest. And it does that without needing a manual, a setup process, or any extra thought. Sometimes that's all you need. A quick fix that makes your day a little easier, your bag a little safer, and your mind a little lighter. This locking device costs just $21. It may look like a tiny retro TV, but there's a lot going on inside this little speaker. Measuring about 7.4 by 7.4 by 9.07 centimeters and weighing just under 290 grams, it's small enough to sit comfortably on a desk or shelf. The sound comes from a 40.5mm driver, powered by a 5-watt DSP-tuned chip, offering a clear, balanced audio range from 90 Hz to 20 kHz with minimal background noise. The built-in 2000 mAh battery delivers up to 8 hours of playback, depending on what you're listening to and how loud. It charges in around 4 hours via a standard USB cable. You can stream over Bluetooth 5.3, up to 10 meters, pop in a TF micro SD card, or switch to FM radio using the retractable antenna. What makes it stand out is the pixel display, a 128 by 128 full-color LCD screen that brings the device to life. You can load up animations, album art, clocks, and even synced lyrics as your music plays. All of it is controlled through the Devoom app, available on iOS and Android. The app also gives access to thousands of community-made pixel designs. You can upload your own, set alarms, use timers, play minigames, or turn it into a digital photo album or lyric display. It even works as a USB sound card when plugged into a computer, showing up as a speaker for desktop audio. Despite its size, the sound is impressive. Mids are clear, bass holds up well, and it doesn't distort easily. Bluetooth is stable, and reconnecting is easy through the app. It comes in a few color choices too: light pink, tender white, vintage green, and black. So there's room for personality, not just sound. It costs $86. Spinning the dome to pick your next game feels a little like drawing a name from a hat, but with a satisfying click and a cartridge ready to grab. This compact case holds up to 10 Nintendo Switch or PS Vita games, with each slot featuring a small magnetic lift that gently pushes the game upward when it's lined up. Just rotate the top and grab what pops out. It's simple, kind of fun, and way neater than stacks of plastic cases. The case is about the size of a large coffee mug, 12 by 9 by 9 centimeters, and weighs just over 200 grams. The dome on top is clear plastic, which keeps dust off your games without hiding them. Inside, a hard plastic ring holds everything in place, and underneath, a wide silicone pad keeps the whole thing steady as you spin. It works with all versions of the Nintendo Switch, including the Lite and OLED models, and it can also hold PS Vita cartridges. Loading it up is easy. Drop in your favorite games, close the lid, and spin to select. The rotating tray moves smoothly in both directions, and the magnetic mechanism gives each game a gentle push when it's their turn. There are a couple of color options, like blue and red, or a pixel-style pattern that gives it a bit of retro personality. Some people have raised questions about the magnets. While most haven't had issues, a few worry about long-term effects on the game data. And if you've got a big collection, The 10-slot limit might feel tight. There's no motor or automation. It's entirely manual. Still, for players who like to keep things tidy and want a more engaging way to pick out what to play next, this little case turns storage into something with a bit more character, and it costs just $22. This compact 90-gram speaker packs a serious punch with a 40mm dynamic driver, Bluetooth 5.4 connectivity, TWS pairing, and a 600 ampere-hour battery that gives you up to 6 hours of playtime. It doesn't just play music, it wirelessly charges your phone, Apple Watch, and AirPods with its built-in 15-watt charging pad. The magnetic stand holds your phone upright or sideways, and a non-slip silicone base keeps everything steady while charging. The transparent body and RGB lights give it a futuristic vibe, and it even comes with a strap so you can take it with you easily. It works with any phone too. Just use the included slim metal ring. Sound quality is where this thing really shines. The bass hits hard, vocals stay clear, and the thin diaphragm helps bring out every detail. Bluetooth 5.4 steps things up with faster data transfer, better range, and less lag. So whether you're watching a movie or playing a game, everything stays in sync and glitch-free. Want even bigger sound? Pair two of them using TWS mode and get real stereo separation with left and right channels. Whether it's music, podcasts, or movies, it sounds rich and full without distortion. The wireless range covers up to 10 meters, so you're not stuck hovering over it. Charging your devices is as easy as setting them down. No cables, no mess. Watching videos while charging? Just flip your phone sideways. The magnetic connection keeps things secure, and you can even stick the speaker to a fridge or metal shelf when your hands are full, like when you're cooking. All of this for just $37. This 3D printer fits in the palm of your hand and shows everything going on inside. Gears, movement, and every little part in action. It runs on an ESP32-based PCB, letting users modify and tweak the firmware as needed. Its clear shell is injection molded, and the internal parts are made with CNC machines to tight specs. What you get is small, open, and mechanically sound, without the extra fluff. The team behind it didn't just sketch a concept and send it off. They spent over 2 years building it from the ground up. The first prototype was rough, a basic Arduino setup with hand-machined parts, just to see if the idea would fly. It wasn't pretty, but it worked. From there, they kept pushing, refining the electronics, redesigning the body, and testing version after version to get everything just right. At one point, they built a version with a blue-green shell straight from the factory mold. That mold hadn't been polished yet, but it gave them what they needed to move forward. Finalizing the PCB, replacing the chip, and making sure the pieces all fit together like they should. By the time they reached the last prototype, every part had been tested, every supplier lined up, every step dialed in for production. It's not just the clear case that invites you in, it's the process behind it. Nothing's hidden. You can see how it moves, how it works, how it's put together. That transparency isn't just visual, it's part of the whole design philosophy. It does exactly what it needs to do, no bigger than it has to be, shaped by trial, error, and hands-on problem solving. It's not trying to impress with flash, it's meant to work, to teach, and to keep things honest. It is yours for just $119. Small enough to fit in one hand and weighing just 223 grams, this thermal label printer measures 114 by 87 by 62 millimeters and gets the job done with crisp 203 dots per inch resolution. It prints up to 45 millimeters per second and handles label widths from 20 to 50 millimeters. It can also take receipt-style rolls up to 57 millimeters wide. The built-in lithium-ion battery lasts through about 13 rolls per charge, or 3 to 4 hours of continuous use. It connects via Bluetooth 4.0 with a range of around 10 meters, or USB-C for wired use, and works with iOS, Android, Windows, macOS, and Chrome OS. It uses thermal synthetic paper that's resistant to water, oil, and scratches. No ink or ribbon required. Getting started takes less than a minute. Just load a roll, pair your phone, and print. The free app gives you access to over 300 templates across different industries, along with tools for editing, printing barcodes and QR codes, adding logos, and even turning photos into editable text with its OCR feature. Batch printing is also supported, which comes in handy when printing multiple labels at once. It's a solid tool for pricing items, organizing shelves or storage bins, labeling packages, or customizing stickers for small orders. The app makes it easy to design your labels right from your phone, or you can plug into a computer if needed. Users tend to praise how fast and clean it prints. Labels don't smudge, the text is sharp, and the battery holds up well. There can be a bit of trial and error when loading labels or setting sizes, and connecting to a desktop might take a few extra steps. It prints in black only, and works best with brand-compatible labels. This printer costs $51. These glasses weighs just 80 grams, but feels even lighter, closer to 50, making it easy to wear for hours without strain. The dual DLP display creates a virtual 72-inch screen right in front of the eyes, with 845 by 480 resolution per eye, 1,900 nits of brightness, and a 30-degree field of view. With 80% transparency, it blends digital content into the real world without blocking vision. Inside, it runs on a quad-core processor with 2 GB of RAM and 32 GB of storage, powered by Android 9.0. A 700 ampere-hour battery delivers around 3.8 hours of full use, or up to 8 hours in power-saving mode. There's a 12-megapixel camera with autofocus and stabilization, supported by an LED light for clearer shots and video. It records in 1080p at 30 frames per second, or 720p at 60 frames per second. 2 directional speakers provide spatial sound, and dual noise-canceling microphones pick up voice clearly, even in loud settings. It connects via Wi-Fi 5 and Bluetooth 5.2+, and the frame is IP53 rated, fine for everyday wear in light rain or dusty conditions. Prescription lens wearers can use the included magnetic clip-on frame to swap in custom lenses. It works on its own without a phone. You can download apps like YouTube, TikTok, or AI chat tools directly to the glasses. Real-time translation supports over 10 languages with about 87% accuracy. The voice assistant responds in under 0.3 seconds with 98% accuracy, thanks to a speech engine trained in Korean. Features like captioned speech to text in 8 languages help people who are deaf or hard of hearing. It connects to remote work tools like FacePro and TeamViewer, making it useful in healthcare, maintenance, or industrial settings. It also works with AOWL, a platform that adds subtitles, voice descriptions, and sign language overlays for more accessible cultural experiences. Prices start at $494. ZERA pushes out water at up to 140 psi and fires 1,600 pulses per minute, powered by air instead of a regular water pump. That makes the stream steady and strong, even though the device weighs less than 150 grams. It comes with 3 cleaning modes: gentle, turbo, and pulse. So users can pick what feels right, whether they want a soft rinse or a deeper clean. One full charge can last up to 30 days, and it only uses about 100 milliliters of water per session. It's fully waterproof, and swapping nozzles takes just seconds. No tools, no hassle. This flosser cuts out all the mess of traditional flossing. Instead of struggling with string or awkward tools, it gives a precise stream that clears out food, plaque, and buildup quickly. The shape is easy to hold, the controls are simple, and the whole experience is faster and cleaner. One button changes the mode, and the nozzle locks in with a quick slide. There's nothing complicated here, just a clean, smart design that works right away. It runs on plain water. No pods, no weird extras, and nothing to toss in the trash every time you use it. That means less waste and a better routine. Because it's powered by air, the water pressure stays consistent without being harsh, and each mode adjusts the field to suit different needs. If you want to enjoy all these benefits, you'll have to pay $50. Wind doesn't ask for permission, and neither does Vortix. It hits hard, straight out of the gate, pushing air at 52 meters per second. That kind of speed doesn't come easy. A 160,000 rotation per minute brushless motor drives the force, backed by a 10,000 mAh rechargeable battery that keeps it running up to 20 minutes on full power. With 200 watts behind it, the airflow stays steady. No drop-offs, no stalling. It's wrapped in a titanium alloy shell that takes a beating without flinching, keeping its shape and edge no matter how hard it's pushed. The body's shaped for airflow and grip, clean, solid, and ready to move. Inside, heat doesn't get a chance to build up. Vents are placed where they count, and the metal shell pulls heat away fast. Even under pressure, it keeps cool and keeps going. You can dial it down or let it loose. 3 power levels let you control the intensity. Low and medium are great when you want to save power or keep the noise down. High turns it all the way up. Whether you're blowing dust out of tight corners, drying gear fast, or just clearing out a mess, it responds instantly. The idea didn't come from a lab. It started with a simple problem on a trip: wet shoes, slow dryers, and the thought, why isn't there something better? That question led to this: a tool that takes the raw energy of a storm and puts it in your hand. The price is $49. This robot moves like a real animal, trotting, pacing, and bounding, thanks to 12 degrees of freedom and custom high-torque servos that give it impressive speed and smooth motion. Mini Pupper runs on a Raspberry Pi and works with the robot operating system, including melodic and noetic, with support for ROS2 on the way. It can map its surroundings, figure out where it is, and navigate on its own using SLAM and advanced vision through the OAK-D Lite 3D camera. With OpenCV built in, it can recognize faces and objects, track movement, and respond in real time. Mini Pupper is fully open source, so you're free to dive into the code, tweak its behavior, or even change how it looks. You can control it directly with a gamepad, or customize its face and algorithms using your computer. Clear guides and videos walk you through every step. This robot started as collaboration between Mangdang and Nathan Cao, who created the original Stanford Pupper. From the beginning, feedback from users shaped its design. Everything from easier assembly to smoother movement was added based on what people actually needed. Unlike most small robots that use just 8 degrees of freedom, Mini Pupper uses 12, which gives it a more realistic and flexible way of moving. It can perform different walking styles: trot, pace, bound, and even navigate around objects and spaces on its own. Its brain, powered by Ubuntu and the Champ quadrupedal framework, makes it feel like much more than a toy. Mini Pupper is for anyone curious about robotics. Whether you're learning, teaching, or just experimenting, it offers a hands-on way to explore serious tech without a high price tag or a steep learning curve. The basic kit costs $254. Every walk now powers itself. The Hello.it Pet Power. Leash turns the simple act of walking your dog into a source of energy. Thanks to its built-in kinetic recovery system, it charges as you move. No cords, no plugging in, and no dead battery just when your dog's ready to go. It also steps up safety. A high-speed sensor monitors your dog's movement in real time. If your pup suddenly bolts, the emergency brake kicks in instantly, locking the leash before things get out of control. Bright flashing lights activate at the same moment, making sure others nearby are aware too. Walking at night? The handle includes powerful LED lights that light your path clearly. There's also a pet position light that clicks into place with a magnetic module. That same module connects to a gentle anti-barking device, which sends out soft vibrations to help settle noisy behavior. No harsh corrections, just a quiet nudge. No more fumbling for buttons either. A quick flick of the wrist, just a 90-degree turn, is all it takes to lock the leash at any point. And to help your dog get the right amount of daily movement, the leash includes a built-in 30-minute activity tracker based on research into breed-specific needs. With a retractable range of 11.5 feet, it works for dogs of different sizes and energy levels. The Hello.it team, made up of real pet owners, created it to fix the everyday problems we all run into, like forgetting to charge gear, dealing with leash pulls, or walking in the dark. And starts at $79. They look like pearl earrings, but they're actually wireless earphones. Hidden inside each 7-gram stud, or clip-on, is a full audio setup with Bluetooth 5.0 and aptX support. There's no bud to shove in your ear and no wires to tangle. Instead, sound travels from the earlobe into the ear canal in a focused stream. You hear your music or your call. No one else does. And you still catch what's happening around you. Each earring has 2 microphones to pick up your voice clearly and filter out background noise. You don't have to fumble for your phone. Tiny buttons on the back let you answer calls, skip tracks, or talk to your voice assistant without touching a screen. They run for about 3 hours on a single charge, with the charging case pushing total time past 20 hours. When not in use, they switch into a low-power standby that keeps them ready while saving energy. And if the batteries wear out over time, they can be swapped by certified technicians instead of tossed away. They're also splash resistant, so a little rain won't ruin them. The metal plating is nickel-free, which makes them comfortable for sensitive ears. Materials are sourced responsibly, with no conflict metals. They work with any Bluetooth device, phones, tablets, laptops, just pair and go. The sound is clean and clear, though not made for noisy streets or booming bass. Think quieter cafe than concert hall. The pre-sale price for a pair of Nova H1 was $270. It's hard to believe something this small can do so much. Weighing just 10 grams and small enough to disappear in your palm, this SSD still delivers up to 2 terabytes of storage, with blazing fast speeds up to 1000 megabytes per second. It plugs straight into your phone with USB-C and instantly expands your space. No setup, no fuss. Whether you're on an iPhone 15 Pro, Android device, laptop, tablet, or even a game console, it's ready to go. Despite the size, it's no slouch. You can shoot high-resolution Apple ProRes 4K video at 60 or 120 frames per second with 0 frame drops. Inside, a high-performance NVMe chip keeps transfer smooth, even during heavy sessions. And thanks to smart heat control, thermal pads and a heatsink pulling warmth toward the plug end, it stays cool under pressure. It's made for creators who don't want to slow down. No cables, no clutter. Just plug it in and start capturing content directly to external storage. Move big files fast, over 1 gigabyte per second, and skip the wait. And if you're juggling multiple projects, you're covered. Use more than one to keep your footage sorted by shoot, client, or day. The Planck bank system helps you stay organized without thinking twice. You don't need to baby this thing either. It holds up to drops from 3 meters, keeps out dust, and shrugs off splashes so you can focus on your shot instead of your gear. It is priced at $127. Small, quiet, and moves like it knows what you need. This fan rotates a full 360 degrees, then locks in place with a click, right where you want it. At just 63 grams and measuring about 6.3 by 7.5 by 8.1 centimeters, it's compact enough to fit in one hand, but strong enough to keep air flowing exactly where it's needed. It comes in 3 sleek finishes: light black, rose gold, and silver gray, with a solid aluminum body that feels as good as it looks. It snaps onto Nicospace's iPlatform, a magnetic track system that runs along ceilings, walls, or desks. Once it's on the track, it moves easily. Slide it, rotate it, adjust the angle, then lock it down with a small switch. No wires, no fuss. Just point and go. A single button lets you choose from 3 fan speeds, and if you want full remote control, you can pair it with the master knob for wireless operation, along with other modules like lighting or sound. There's more to it than airflow. The fan also works with Nicospace's magnetic aroma modules. That means as it spins, it can spread scent through the room, cool air and a subtle fragrance working together to shift the mood or freshen things up. No complicated setup, no permanent installation. Just click it in, aim it, and let it run. It costs $85. This electric vise uses smart torque sensing to clamp exactly how you want it to. Set the force, press the button, and it locks in place without overdoing it. A light press moves the jaws. A firm press clamps or releases them. Everything shows up clearly on a built-in OLED screen, so there's no fumbling with settings. The 3-inch jaws follow a standard size, which means you can swap in different types or even print your own with the included open source designs. The frame is a single piece of aluminum alloy, strong, clean, and simple. You can work manually with the side knob when needed, or go hands-free with the automatic mode. It runs on a 3.7 volt 4400 ampere hour battery, enough for over 240 hours of standby, or around 200 uses per charge. You charge it with a Type-C cable, and it's got protections built in to guard against overheating, overcharging, and other common issues. The motor moves fast, up to 19 millimeters per second, with a clamping force of 7 kilograms. That's plenty for electronics, carving, polishing, and delicate detail work. The stroke goes up to 12.5 centimeters, giving you enough range to handle small projects without constant adjustments. There are some thoughtful extras too. A magnetic magnifying glass with built-in lighting helps with close-up jobs, and a high-speed fan clears smoke when you're soldering. It's fast, easy to attach, and made to keep your view clear. The look is minimal and industrial, more tool than toy. It doesn't try to impress with flash, it just works, and works well. Not bad, especially for $229. It's just 8 centimeters across and weighs about as much as a smartphone, but this tiny spherical robot made history. Designed to split open into 2 halves that act as wheels, it rolls across the lunar surface using a unique motion system where each side spins independently. A small metal tail helps it stay balanced on uneven ground. With 2 cameras, one facing forward, the other back, it captures images of the moon and the slim lander. Since it can't send data directly to Earth, it hands that job off to a companion unit, LEV-1. Its power comes from a compact lithium-ion battery, enough to keep it active for roughly 2 hours. The most remarkable part? It runs entirely on its own. No human steering, no remote control. In January 2024, after being dropped from 5 meters above the moon's surface by Japan's Slim lander, the robot came to life. It transformed, moved out, and began exploring. It was the first time a pair of robots this small and autonomous worked together on the moon. It was also Japan's first successful rover mission. The idea started back in 2016 when JAXA teamed up with toy maker Takara Tomy. Their goal was to rethink lunar mobility using compact, reliable mechanics. Sony joined later, adding expertise in miniature cameras, and Doshisha University contributed to the design's reliability. The team focused on simplicity, fewer moving parts, smart structural choices, and internal wheels shaped for function over flash. A full-scale model of the robot is now available for people to experience its motion and design firsthand. It mirrors the original in size and movement, and even includes a camera and app that lets users drive it manually, or let it explore on its own. Aimed at users 8 and up, it brings a piece of lunar exploration down to Earth. The developers are asking $171 for it. Next gadget is small enough to fit in your hand, but packed with tech designed to keep pets safe and connected. This smart collar device measures about 2.2 by 1.3 by 0.07 inches, weighs just 1.3 ounces, and fits pets over 3.5 kilograms. It holds up against water, dust, and rough play, powered by a rechargeable 600 ampere-hour battery that lasts up to 5 days. Charging is simple thanks to a magnetic port. When it comes to tracking, it uses a mix of GPS, AGPS, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 5.0, and active radar to keep tabs on pets in real time. If they wander off, sound and LED signals can help guide them back. One of the standout features is the two-way voice system. If the collar picks up signs of stress, like barking or restlessness, it can automatically call the owner. Owners can also reach out anytime, speaking live, or playing a familiar voice recording to calm their pet. Through the app, it's easy to set up safe zones and get alerts the moment a pet steps outside them. It also keeps an eye on health. Over the first few weeks, the collar learns a pet's normal patterns, like sleep, activity, and eating habits. Once it knows the routine, it flags any unusual changes. The app shows daily stats like distance walked, calories burned, and time spent moving, with the option to share updates or keep a record. Everything runs through the GlocalMe app, which offers coverage in over 200 countries using virtual SIM tech. No need for a physical SIM card. An in-app subscription unlocks features like health tracking, reminders, and a pet community for tips and sharing. Color choices vary by region, including options like pink and army green. The Hubble Traveler tells time without hands, dials, or screens. Instead, it uses glowing pointers powered by light. Real light, shaped through reflection, dispersion, and other optical effects. It stands apart by doing what most clocks don't, turning time into something you can feel as much as read. In the dark, it shines with exceptional clarity. And during the day, it becomes part of its environment, responding to the space around it. With a simple rotation or swipe, users can shift its color palette to match a mood or setting, from soft galaxy tones to vibrant northern lights. This is all managed through the One Balance app. But it goes beyond color. Built-in sensors track temperature and humidity, offering a quiet read on your surroundings without needing another screen or device. The Hubble Traveler also makes keeping track of different time zones far less rigid. Its GMT feature syncs automatically across multiple cities, helping people who move between places, physically or virtually, stay in tune with their schedules. It removes the clutter of multiple clocks and replaces it with a single, flowing source of time. Its design is minimalist and quiet, meant to sit comfortably in modern spaces. The moon, a separate piece, offers 5 functions: hour, minute, second, temperature, and humidity, and can be placed wherever it's needed, from a desk to a kitchen surface. Each glowing point speaks at its own pace, adding rhythm and meaning to the way time moves. Inspired by the Hubble Space Telescope, which sees light across vast distances, the Hubble Traveler turns time into a living presence. Prices start at $194. Tucked neatly under the seat, the SaddlePod offers a smarter way to carry what you need without getting in your way. It's shaped to cut through the air, not fight it, and locks in with a twist using a universal mount that fits most saddle rails. That means no fumbling with straps or clutter, just a clean snap-on system that's easy to use whether you're heading out or cleaning up after a muddy ride. The outer shell is tough enough to handle rain, dirt, and road grime, while the inside is lined with EVA foam to keep your gear snug and silent, even on rough stretches. It holds just enough. No bulk, no bounce. The quick release mount also lets you clip on a light, camera, or sensor, giving you a little extra visibility when the sun starts to dip. Everything stays where it should, even on bumpy rides, thanks to the added safety strap that wraps through the saddle rails. SaddlePod is available for $65. Most of the light we get indoors leaves out something important: 850 nanometers near infrared. It's a part of natural sunlight our bodies quietly rely on, but standard windows and artificial lights block it. This small clip-on device brings that missing light back. Using 3 focused LEDs tuned exactly to 850 nanometers, it delivers targeted near-infrared exposure right to the face and head, where it matters most. It plugs in via USB-C, no adapters, no setup headaches, and sips power while it runs. A motion sensor knows when you're at your desk and turns on automatically, switching off when you step away. It also supports Bluetooth for software updates or tracking, depending on your setup. About the size and shape of a webcam, it clips onto a laptop or monitor without getting in the way. But what it does is backed by serious science. Over 5 decades of research into photobiomodulation and clinical trials from Dutch institutions show that this specific wavelength can improve how people feel and function. In one controlled study, participants dealing with mild sleep issues reported better energy, mood, and stress handling after regular NIR exposure. The light works at a cellular level. It helps mitochondria produce energy more efficiently, supports natural antioxidant defenses, tones down inflammation, and nudges the nervous system toward a calmer state. Users often feel more focused, less drained, and more balanced, especially during long indoor days or gloomy weather. Because it runs quietly in the background while you work, it's easy to forget it's even there, until you start noticing the difference. This speaker may be small, but it doesn't hold back. Using Bluetooth 4.2 and true wireless stereo, it pairs in a second, keeps a steady connection up to 33 feet, and delivers a real stereo setup. No wires, no delays. Each one is powered by a 33mm full-range neodymium iron boron magnet with an aluminum alloy cone, so you get clear treble, clean vocals, and a low end that feels full without distortion. Left and right channels come through separately for a proper stereo effect, and there's even a built-in mic for calls. One full charge takes just 50 minutes and gives you up to 8 hours of playtime. You can use them apart for a wide sound field, or snap them together for a more compact setup. It's all up to you. Each speaker is about the weight of a phone, so they're easy to bring along without thinking about it. They've been tested in motion, biking, running, even skateboarding, and they keep playing without skipping a beat. The sound fills the space evenly, with full 360-degree coverage instead of a narrow directional beam. A pair costs $49. This small device packs a surprising amount of sound and light into a design that fits easily on a nightstand or in a travel bag. It features dual 5-watt stereo speakers and a dedicated bass diaphragm that gives both ambient sounds and streamed music a rich, balanced tone. There are 8 built-in sound options, like rain, ocean waves, birdsong, and wind chimes. And you can mix and match them to create the background noise that works best for you. Volume can be adjusted easily, whether you're trying to block out street sounds, snoring, or just need something soothing to fall asleep to. The light settings are just as customizable. You get 15 ambient light modes and a warm night light that can be dimmed across 30 levels. The soft glow helps set a relaxed tone without being too bright or distracting. Powered by a 2,600 ampere-hour battery, the device runs for about 10 to 15 hours on a full charge and uses USB-C for fast charging. It can also stay plugged in if you prefer. A built-in sleep timer lets you set it to turn off automatically anywhere between 5 and 180 minutes. It measures about 7 by 2.8 by 3.5 inches and weighs just over a pound, so it's easy to move from room to room or toss into a suitcase. You can connect your phone through Bluetooth to play your own music or guided meditations. Physical buttons and a central dial let you adjust everything quickly: sound, light, volume, brightness, timer, and even turn off all the lights with one press. It costs $58. This projector runs on Android and uses digital light processing to deliver a native resolution of 850 by 480 with a 16 by 9 aspect ratio. It can handle video input up to 1080i, scaling it down to fit. Brightness reaches 150 lumens with adjustable modes depending on the setting. Contrast hits around 35,000 by 1 at its peak, though darker scenes tend to show less depth. The throw ratio falls between 1.2 and 1.3 by 1, projecting from as close as 2/3 of a foot up to about 12 feet away. That covers screen sizes from 5 inches up to around 150, sometimes more. The lens doesn't zoom optically, but offers 50% digital zoom, plus auto vertical and manual keystone adjustments. This wearable device uses a rear-facing camera, AI, and Bluetooth to give you a heads up when someone, or something, is coming up behind you. It starts tracking movement from 45 feet away and sends alerts at 25 feet straight to your phone, smartwatch, or earbuds. It works with both iOS and Android, including Apple Watch, and combines motion sensors, GPS, and a smart algorithm to keep tabs on your surroundings in real time. If an alert is triggered, it can instantly notify up to 3 emergency contacts and share your GPS location. There's also an option to save images to the cloud for up to 90 days, and it runs on a rechargeable battery that lasts about 4 hours. The idea came from a moment of vulnerability. During rehab after an injury, the creator realized how easy it is to get caught off guard, and how much it would help to have just a few seconds warning. That simple thought became the driving force behind years of development and multiple patents. Worn on your back and easy to clip on, the device gives you the chance to react before a situation becomes a problem. Whether you're walking to your car, jogging at dawn, or just out for a hike, it gives you time to notice what's behind you and decide what to do. If you ever feel unsafe, one touch can trigger an SOS and alert the people you trust most. Price starts at $100.